They left it for the government to clean up.
Sir,
Wait, they
a
didn't even-
second horde of creatures
A
has escaped the pain
second!
field.
No! So this is a pretty popular video. I think it's been kind of floating around. It's the toad that broke Australia. I don't fully have the context for this yet, but I do like frogs, and I heard it's good. So hold on, let me slam a Red Bull. Like last week, I'm a little bit late to the party, but that's okay. Yum, love a lukewarm Red Bull. Australia almost got destroyed by a cactus. Well, let's see. Let's see what this frog is capable of.
Australia is home to some of the deadliest animals on the planet.
Kangaroos are evil.
But what if I
Did you guys see that one video about the guy who like saves his dog from like a kangaroo that's like trying to drown it or whatever? Kangaroos are evil. They're like terrifying. They're so scary.
told you there's one creature they all fear? An invasive
Poison frog.
species, millions strong, wiping out native animals that we are locked in combat with to this very day. What kind of
it that hard to kill a
vile
frog?
beast is capable of spreading such reckless hate? The answer is this fat fucking toad.
Oh, it's
But
huge.
how did this war begin?
That is huge. How does it even get that big? Oh, he's gonna tell me though, right? I guess. Like, it looks big. It looks so big. It looks like one of those lizards. Like, it looks like a lizard.
Well, to answer your question, we're going to have to go way back. The year
back
is
in time.
1866. We are in the
Wow.
land down under,
That's-
and our story begins the same way many tragedies do, with the British.
Oh,
You see, having
So
gone hippity-hoppity,
true.
your ancestral home is now my property, around 90 years back,
They did
the
love to
Brits
do
were in
that.
full swing, rampantly colonising the country.
Oh.
And part of that included agriculture. Now, that
Right.
brought with them many crops, but the important one in this story is sugarcane.
Oh.
Sugar was valuable, not only for trade, but also because
it's always the British's fault. That's kind of true. That's how all these stories start. I feel like all the like worst invasive species come from the British infested Australia with rabbits too. Yeah, I think so. Or the French. Europe really has just got its fingers in everything, huh?
well, the fucking tea isn't going to sweeten itself, is it?
True.
But you see, sugarcane only grows in the heat, which ruled out the south of the country. It also likes humid environments, which ruled out Western Australia,
Right.
which left
Is it like you can only live in certain parts of Australia? Can't you only live? There's like a very small part of Australia that's like actually habitable, and then the rest of Australia is just like a big giant wasteland or something like that. Yeah, like just the coast, because otherwise it's like a big, huge desert. Kind of crazy.
them with one option. And so, the cane farmers loaded up their first Stardew Valley save in Queensland in 1866. But the farmers ran into an issue. You see, Queensland is home to these nifty little bugs called
Everything there is poisonous and designed to kill you. Yeah, that's where like the biggest, scariest spiders come from. Which I hate so much. I feel like I've said it before, but one of my Australian friends told me the story where they saw a spider on their door and like their mom had to take a dish towel because it was like the size of a dinner plate, and their mom had to take a dish towel and like slap the spider with the dish towel to get it to leave, like a small dog or something. So scary. Actually terrifying. I would not survive Australia. I definitely would not survive Australia.
Dermalopida albahertum. These are native beetles that hit their macros by munching on plant leaves. So when cane farmers joined the Queensland Minecraft server and set up a fucking Hermitcraft-sized farm, the beetles were in heaven and set to work demolishing the plant leaves. Now, funnily enough, the adult bugs weren't actually the problem. Sugarcane leaves hold all value, But the problem is that with such an abundant food source, the bugs started multiplying, laying their eggs around the base of the plants.
Ew.
These eggs hatched into larvae. And unlike the grown-ups, these little worms don't eat the leaves. They eat the roots. And so the sugarcane starts getting absolutely fucking spit roasted. And the farmers can do nothing but watch as sugarcane yield plummets through the floor along with their profits. This whole situation really pissed off the farmers, who banded together, went to the Australian government, and told them to fucking fix it. Sir, a horde of creatures is destroying the cane field.
Not a second one!
And so, the Queensland government founded the Bureau of Sugar Experimentation Stations, or the BSES, in 1900. This team of crack scientists
I feel like they could have come up with like a better acronym, right? Like they had so many words they could pick from. They could have come up with like a more catchy acronym.
immediately set out trying to solve the very same issue.
They should do the Russian thing where they fix everything with nuclear bombs. I don't know about that one. It was the 1900s, so what? They had words in the 1900s. They could come up with like a better acronym, like a fun acronym, like bus. That's how you get Godzilla. True.
Every single Factorio player faces. This place is covered in bugs. They are breaking my shit. How do I violently slaughter the local wildlife in order to expand capitalism and my profit margins? The BSES pondered this question for 25 fucking years. They tried spraying chemical insecticides. Didn't work. They tried injecting insecticides into the soil. Didn't work. They tried releasing the fucking cordyceps fungus. And it still didn't work. Then, one day in the office, while pondering this question, someone...
I feel like that's common for Australia too, right? Like everything there is basically like horrible, evil, poisonous, dangerous, gigantic, and like immune to every single way to kill it. Like you just can't kill the spiders. You can't kill anything in Australia. It's all just like evil and immortal. Every story I hear about Australia makes it sound like the wildlife there is just like super powered. Like they've just been like buffed super hardcore. Guns should work. I don't know if they had enough guns to kill all those beetles.
Had an idea. Okay, we are getting outmaneuvered by the cast of Bugs Life. Someone in this office, please give me anything. What about cane toads? What? Cane toads. Those big fucking fat things that exist in the cane fields in Hawaii. I mean, it's a frog. They eat bugs. We just introduce an invasive species to fix a problem caused by an invasive species. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
I feel like a lot.
And so, in June...
I'm kind of like, okay, no, I kind of understand though. Like, what do you think, like, how much worse could frogs be? What's worse, frogs or bugs, right? What's worse, a frog or a bug? I guess I don't know. The cane toads do seem like they would be pretty terrible if there were too many of them, though. Considering cane toads are one of the most toxic toads on the planet. Yeah, I guess that would, I guess that would be a bad idea, huh? You can cook the frogs afterwards, even if they're poisonous?
Of 1936, 2,400 brave cane divers were deployed to the fields to deal with the arthropod menace.
Oh, they're hell diving it.
But there's just one small issue. Cane toads were fucking dog shit. Yeah, funnily enough, big, fat, slow, ground-dwelling toads were not exactly the smartest solution to deal with beetles that spend the majority of their adult life 6 meters off the fucking ground.
I have the high ground.
On top of that, cane toads don't dig for food either. so they didn't eat the larvae. Now, this all sounds like information that should have come up during the research and study phase of the plan.
Right.
This, however, implies...
How did they... Right. No, I immediately understand the problem. Well, like, I don't know, toads got, like, the big, long tongues, right? They could just, like go... Right? Isn't that the point of a frog? Is they've got big, long tongues, and that's how they eat bugs? That's frogs, not toads. Oh, right. I guess toads, right. Different creatures. Toads have shorter tongues. What the hell do toads eat then?
That there was a research and study phase. The BSES
Right.
did not conduct a single fucking study on environmental impact before releasing an army of cane toads.
Well, you could study, or you could just do it and say, fuck it, we ball. Who needs research anyway? Just try. Fuck around and find out.
Are you fuck? This
Studying
complete
is hard.
absence of brain cells caused a rather spectacular domino effect of ecological fuck-ups, and it's going to teach you a valuable lesson about invasive species.
Me?
You see, while the cane toads barely ate what they were supposed to, they did eat. And as incredibly large omnivorous toads, they ate practically anything they could fit into their mouths. Rats, mice,
Rats?
snails, baby birds.
Rats and birds? Really? Not Stuart Little, no! Oh, that's awful. They do not need protein. They do not need an all-protein diet. No, get those toads out of here.
It was the toad equivalent of f***ing Kirby. And then, not unlike the exact problem they were brought here to solve, with all that food, they started reproducing. A lot. In fact, female cane toads can lay anywhere between 8,000 to 30,000 fucking eggs per clutch. But I mean, this should not be too much of a problem. Australia is home to some of the deadliest creatures on the planet. Surely, the local wildlife has this under control.
Yeah. Yeah?
Wait, what? Cane toads, they're poisonous. So those little bulges on the shoulder, those are parotid glands, and they are packed to the brim with bufotoxin. No, it's not a D's nuts joke.
Okay. Here's where I think maybe some research might have been a good idea, because they must have known. Do they not know that these things were super poisonous when they deployed them? Was that not a thought? These toads are built different. Why? Why would you release the most poisonous? Oh, research is for nerds. No, you're right. Research is for nerds. Fuck it, we ball.
Got it! Now, whenever the adult toads are
I'm thinking
threatened,
too
they
much.
will squirt this white, sticky fluid out of the glands. And when ingested, it does two things. One, makes you trip absolute balls thanks to the hallucinogenic bufotenin. And two, the other ingredient, bufogen, just straight up gives you a fucking heart attack. It's important to note that this toxin is also present in their eggs and tadpoles.
No!
Now, in their natural habitat, this isn't as much of a problem because everything around them has had thousands of years to get good and deal with this fuck-ass poison build by either developing immunity or learning to eat around the glands. But Australia is not their ecosystem, and despite all of the deadly animals we've got, they have had a grand total of 5 minutes to adapt to the presence of the fucking Calid toad. Now, quick question for the class. What happens to an animal population when there is nothing to eat it? It gets bigger. And so, shortly after being introduced, a rapidly expanding tyrannid swarm of toads began to spread across the country. The BSES noticed
They didn't even do what they were supposed to do. This was just a terrible idea. There were no upsides.
this and did fucking nothing. Because it technically didn't affect the sugar cane. The swarm spread further, occupying all inhabitable parts of Queensland, and they were laying so many fucking eggs that their clutches began polluting the waterways like a bufotoxin teabag, killing native fish as well as any animals that drank from the water. The BSES did nothing. Those eggs hatched into tadpoles, which started killing more fish. The BSES still did nothing.
The
swarm advanced, breaching into the Northern Territory and New South Wales. When questioned, the BSES insisted the toads were doing their jobs and everything was fine. By the 1980s, the toads were now starving out or just fucking eating local wildlife and one-shotting anything that tried to eat them.
Me when I lie.
Considering, at this point, there were 5 million of them, that happened a lot. So, with local wildlife being absolutely fucking decimated, the BSES was forced to acknowledge that maybe, just maybe,
just maybe,
we fucked up.
But, oh well, everyone makes mistakes.
Yeah, rookie numbers. It was just a mistake, guys. It was just a prank. It was just a mistake. I didn't mean it.
Nothing we can do about it. No! Left it for the government to clean up. Sir,
Wait,
a second horde of creatures has escaped the cane field.
No!
Fuck! Yeah, they realised just how much damage was being done and in 1986 began funneling federal funds into controlling the population. They tried trapping and physically removing the toads, but unless they had 5 million traps, that wasn't going to do shit. Biological warfare was proposed in the form of releasing viruses and parasites, but was shot down because it would do just as much damage to the native wildlife. And so, the toad front continues to advance to this day.
Right, what are they going to do? Introduce another invasive species? What's going to stop them? They need to get the toad's natural predator. Just add more.
So where does that leave us? Short answer is kind of fucked. Cane toads now threaten a total of 75 native species, and they've even driven populations of animals like the northern quoll to complete extinction in parts of the country they infest. And with the population now sitting at 200 fucking million toads, that infestation is spreading, with predictions showing
Australia is just going to be toads. There's going to be nothing else there. They need to deploy the giant spiders. Send out the giant spiders. Send out the giant spiders to combat the giant toads.
Showing they will be fucking up ecosystems in 5 states in the near future. And given that they have amassed a population 10 times the size of the humans in Australia, the government has completely fucking abandoned the fight for eradication, switching focus to harm reduction, using bait toads covered in non-lethal but unpleasant substances to try to teach local wildlife that toad bad. On top of this, the government has encouraged the broader public to, just fucking kill the toads. You are supposed to do it humanely by catching them and sticking them in a freezer for 48 hours.
What?
But,
they're telling people to freeze the toads? They're just just making every citizen kill 100 toads by putting them all in your freezer.
Most people don't want a frog taking up their freezer space.
Right?
So they just use a golf club or a car.
Driving in my car right after
And with this being Australia, our wildlife is also putting up a fight. Keelback snakes, for example, are immune to their venom, And Ricali and magpies have learned to flip them onto their backs before getting a feed. Now, jokes aside, you want to know who
Flip
I feel
those toads.
genuinely f***ing awful for? The toads.
What?
They didn't ask for any of this shit. They just got dumped onto a random island and did their thing, and now they are being actively hunted.
That's
No.
true.
The assholes in this story are the BSES and the cane growers. Because you may be thinking, what?
It's like tipping over a cow.
Why were they allowed to do this shit in the first place?
Right.
Well, that's the neat part. They weren't.
Oh.
The federal government banned the f***ing idea when they came up for it in 1935, based on the advice of entomologists who rightly presumed the toads would become a bigger f***ing issue than the beetles. But the BSES and the cane growers lobbied to have the ban lifted in 1936. We are stuck in permanent toad combat because these dickheads looked at scientific advice and went, nah-uh.
These people should not have jobs anymore. Well, I guess what? It was in 1938. They're all probably dead by now.
You have
Not their
got
problem,
to be
right?
fucked. G'day, Merry Christmas.
Oh man, that was very sad. Poor Australia. I hope they can recover from the toad menace. They need to get the hell divers out there and just shove all the toads in the freezer and then smash the freezer. Yeah, moral of the story, research is for nerds. Thank you.